Alright, so I'm doing a long-term review on my Guardian Design steering wheel. So if you know Guardian Design, they basically make steering wheels. And what I like about them is that they use the original core. So basically, the whole core in here. And what they do is they basically remold the wheel itself, and everything else is they're using the factory steering wheel, and they remold the hand grip, so they make it thicker, right? Thicker in this direction, and also in this direction, front to back, besides side to side. So it feels a lot sportier. When I had mine done, I had them make the diameter smaller, or as small as they could get. I think if I can remember right, it was about half an inch, or just a little bit less than half an inch, maybe 10 millimeters. So it's about 10 millimeters or so smaller than in diameter than the factory one. So because of the smaller diameter, you have slightly less leverage, just a tiny bit less leverage. So the steering wheel feels a little bit firmer, right? So that way it makes it a little bit sportier feeling, because when the steering wheel feels too soft, it feels less sporty, right? So yeah, so I really like my steering wheel. So this one is all leather, instead of the synthetic leather. So this is all leather, perforated. The whole thing's leather, perforated. Why I like the perforation is that it gives you more grip, especially if for whatever reason your hands are sweaty and stuff, you still get plenty of grip with the perforation. So I like the feel. And mine also has the color stripe on top. What do they call that thing? Time attack or whatever. So that's cool too, and I like that. I don't think I use it much, but or maybe because I'm so used to it, I don't notice it. But it seems like I don't really pay attention to it. Well, yeah. So it's a fantastic steering wheel, and it was definitely worth the wait too. I mean, I think it took about 3 months for me to get the steering wheel. From the time I saw it, I was looking at it and I asked questions. I'm like, okay, let's do the deal. I sent them to PayPal, and they're based out of Poland, Eastern Europe, Poland. So from the time the transaction was made to the time that I got the steering wheel, it was about 3 months, because it took like I don't know, 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks. I think it was at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks to actually get it just from the shipping. Just the shipping alone took like 3 weeks. Going through customs and all that other garbage. So that took a while. But for them to actually make it from the time that the money changed hands, from that time to the time that they finished and say, okay, it's gonna ship. It was about 2 months. And because I think there's only two guys, but it might be more. But that's from what I could tell, it's two guys that are partnership with each other to form the company. I'm not sure if they have any employees or not, but they probably do. But two guys that basically owns the company. From what I could tell, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but so they have other orders and other things, and when you don't have that many people working, it doesn't you can't get things out as fast. But at the same time, I actually kind of like the fact that it did take a little bit longer, because that tells me they didn't just want to crank this out real fast and such. Because when you do that, lots of times when you do things fast, you lose quality, right? And this is a very nice steering wheel. So I really like it. The quality is real high. It's as high as anything else that I've seen out there. You look at really fancy cars, Ferraris and stuff, and you look at the steering wheel. This their workmanship is on par with any exotic cars, basically. So I'm really stoked about it. Price wise, it is kind of pricey, but it's not that pricey though, compared to a lot of other stuff that I've seen. Like for what it is, it's actually, for what it is, it's a very good value. I would say it's probably low cost for what it is. Cause I've seen a lot of other stuff out there on more expensive cars and such that definitely cost a lot more than what this cost. But if you compare this to say say one of the aftermarket steering wheels, from whatever other brands that does it for the ND Miata, where it's just kind of a generic aftermarket steering wheel, because this one is a custom steering wheel, right? You could get different type of leather and all this other stuff, right? The other brands, it's just a whatever fixed steering wheel it is, where that's it. There's no options or nothing with it. Those other ones are a few $100s cheaper than this one is. But if you compare this to like other custom steering wheels where you actually like have choices and stuff, this is actually a lower cost than that. So it's a very good value, I think. And it's something that you have your hands on all the time. So the interaction is always there. So that's important. So it's kind of like I tell people when they get a mattress, a bed, and they sleep in it, think about that. You spend let's say 8 hours every day sleeping in your bed. You should spend the money and get a good quality bed that's really comfortable, and because you spend all that time, there's no reason to buy some cheap $100 mattress, $200 mattress, and be uncomfortable. And it's not just the time that you spend in bed. When you get up in the morning and throughout the day, you're not as well rested. So being cheap in that part doesn't pay. So same thing with the steering wheel. You're always, every time you drive the car, your hands are on it. So this is something that you use every time that you drive. You're using it every time, all the time. It's not like something else, some other stuff that you get on the car that you might not use all the time. Some people do whatever else. Let's say, for example, in this car, I also got upgraded speakers, and I don't always listen to I'm not always listening to music. So when I'm not listening to it, it's not being used, right? So in that regards, the steering wheel is always being used. It's basically being used 100% of the time if you're driving, right? So that's the other aspect you have to look at it too. It's definitely worth the value, worth what it is. Yeah. So I enjoy it. So I highly recommend it. Gardian Design Works, or excuse me, Gardian Designs. Okay, thanks for watching.